So, how did it go? What did they say? It didn't go well at all? They weren't happy with you and they scolded you. I'm speechless. My parents always seemed so nice and kind-hearted. I was sure that they would accept you and support you, but they just rejected you and tossed you away. I'm shocked. I know they are rather traditional, but I was sure that they would accept you. What else did they tell you? What? They called you a disappointment? That you had been brainwashed by the media? That you were mentally ill? They kicked you out. They told you that they didn't want you to be a bad influence to your younger siblings. You have to be kidding me. What the actual fuck is wrong with them? You are their child, but they treat you as a complete stranger. They kick you out of your own home because of your sexual orientation? Look, I know some people have problems with the LGBT community, but kicking out their own child because they're a part of it is just extreme. Shh, come on. Come here, let me comfort you. Let it all out, it's okay. Now, you're not alone. I'm here for you. I know this is very tough for you. I can't imagine getting thrown out of my own home and getting rejected by the people who were supposed to love me. But know that you are not alone. I'm here for you. I accept you. I care about you. I'm your best friend and I want you to be happy. No, don't say that. It's not your fault. You're queer and there's nothing wrong with that. You didn't choose to be queer, you were born that way. You just didn't know that before recently. There's nothing wrong with you at all. You're just expressing your own sexual orientation. And if your asshole parents won't accept you, then they're not your parents at all. A parent is supposed to love their child no matter what. What they did is not love. It's insanity. It's choosing their beliefs over the well-being of their own children. No sane person would call their own child mentally ill and kick them out. I still remember that night after my father died. I was crying my eyes out into a pillow for many hours. I was heartbroken, and it felt like it was the end of the world. But then, you came to comfort me. It felt so much better just to have someone that I could open up to. Someone who would just listen to me. I remember just lying in bed with my head on your lap, crying while you were just sitting there stroking my hair and telling me that everything will be okay. You stayed there all night comforting me because you care about me. You truly do. You are a good person and the best friend I have ever had. Your parents are blind if they don't see that in you. They don't see you for who you are. Here, let me get rid of those tears for you. Now, that's much better. Is it your mother? Ugh. That fucking bitch. Give me the phone. Oh, no, don't hang up. Let me have a word with her. Hey, if it isn't the worst person to ever fucking exist. You heard what I said, asshole. Respect? Show you respect? No fucking way. You're a slimy little bitch who deserves to burn in hell. Oh, no, don't pull that shit on me. You know the golden rule, don't you? Yes, that's right. Treat others as you wish to be treated. Or to put it in other words, don't tell your child that they are mentally ill and throw them out to the streets just because of the way they were born. You want them to come home. Your house is no longer their home. You threw them out as if they were garbage, remember that? Yeah, you don't treat them good. And if I let them go back home, you would poison their mind and suppress their feelings. You are a fucking monster, and you should have your children taken away from you. No, they won't be living on the fucking streets, even though that would be 1,000,000 times better than living with you. They will be living with me in my apartment, of course. They can't continue to live with you. You are a danger to their mental health. Yeah, go call the cops and tell them how much of a terrible mother you are. Eat shit and die. Here, now hopefully I talked some sense into that lady. I suggest you block her number so that she won't bother us ever again. What now? Well, you heard what I said. You are moving into my apartment, and I won't be taking no for an answer. The cops. The cops. Well, don't worry about that. They can't do anything. I mean, you are an 18-year-old adult. Your parents no longer have any control over you, and you have the freedom to decide where you want to live. And you want to move out because you feel that they are a danger to your mental health. You do want to move in with me, right? You're unsure. Listen, if you move back in with them, they will never accept you for who you are, and they will never stop bothering you by your sexual orientation. It will take a toll on you over time, and you might end up depressed or worse, suicidal, and I don't want that to ever happen. What you need now is someone who is going to be there for you, someone who will accept you and support you, someone who will never judge you based on your sexual orientation, but on the context of your own character. Also, it would only affect where you live. Everything else is gonna stay the same. You will still go to college and you will still have a job. Also now, you live with me, your best friend, and everything's gonna be awesome, yeah? It's like the sleepovers we used to have, except much better, and for a longer time. Like, come on, there are only positives here. So, what do you say? Yay! I'm so glad to hear that. I promise you, this is the best decision you've ever made in your life. Now come with me. We have to celebrate. Pizza party like the good old days?